starting 17 weeks, ABS Pro, 17th of August. This is the start. I'm going to be logging training every week leading up to it. Today's our first full session in knee wraps too, which is going to be exciting. I'm going to be showing you everything that we do in today's session. And guess what? We're going on holiday today to Rotherham! We're off over to Ultraflex Rotherham, big day out. We're going to go train over there just because they got a single in knee wraps and then some back offs too. The cart is packed and we are ready to go. See you in Rotherham!
Stability control failed in the car.
The stability control of the car's just failed, so we've had to turn the traction control off, and we're carrying on like fucking real soldiers.
And now we're about to do bear rally.
Yeah, they will be sliding in Rotherham. Damn it! All the fucking warning lights, pal.
I'm gonna die.
We currently have no automatic braking system. I don't know what that means, but we don't fucking have it. So here we go. Here's this week's vlog, and I'm excited for you guys to see it because it's my first full week of training. As you can see on the screen right now, I'm doing my 40 rep warm up, which I actually got this from Bryce Lewis. It's on his YouTube channel if you want to go check that out. It's his squat and deadlift warm up. This is a barbell complex at the start. I've had a couple little bits in, so it's bent over row, RDL, overhead press. And I'm just kind of retracting and protracting my shoulder blades, try and open up my chest a little bit. And then I go into 10 squats. I know Bryce actually does 10 good mornings after this, but they're a little bit tough on my lower back, and I don't really feel like I get much from them as a warm-up movement, so I kind of took them out. Then you'll see when we've done the 10 squats, you see it's a little bit different, but we'll get into that in a moment. You'll see here I just kind of chuck the bar on my knees. I try and just kind of rock out my ankles a little bit, loosening them up, just so I can get as much knee traction as possible, especially now that we're in these knee wraps. The knee wraps today, this is my first full session in them. So if we take a look here, we got 150. This is like I think this is my second or third warm-up today. You ready? Watch this. I forgot to pull the pin out a little bit. And are you ready? Ba-boom, boom. Bam! Bang off the pin, but it's okay. I only wanted to do a single there, so I just kind of stepped it back and just took it for another rep. Yeah, it was it felt good today. It was moving really fast. If you notice, actually, I moved the bar up my back a tiny little bit, and I'm staying, the tip is less aggressive. I made a couple of these changes. This is 200 kilos. See, there's not really much of a tip anymore. I'm thinking about keeping my chest up a little bit, because now that we're in knee wraps, as you see me now, first wrap squat of the session, we threw this in a little bit later than we probably should have done after being advised by the big old Sam Bollins there on the side. This is 275. He advised us to maybe throw a little bit earlier to get used to them, but I'm happy with how this moved. Hit depth nicely. It was quite slow on the way down, which is I need to try stop doing. We went from 270, we jumped to 305 kilos. 305 kilos wrapped. The wraps kind of, they were steady away. They weren't brilliantly wrapped, but it moves okay. I'm quite slow on the way down again. It moves steady away. It was probably like a solid 7, 7.5. If I could have maybe lasted in the wraps, my legs would have been okay. I could have probably, I definitely could have hit a set of 4 with that. From 305, we took a jump to 700 pounds. Oh my God, I just burped. Oh my God, again. We got Big Cubicalien and Sam on the side spot, Eoghan on the back. 700 rap squat at, I'm going to call RPE 7.5. It moves really, really well. A little bit shaky. You can't really see it from there on the iPhone footage I took. You could actually see me shaking. My beard was all over the place. It moved well. Cuba gave me the old, that was nice and deep, which, you know what? I was happy with that. Very, very happy. First rap squat properly. 317 for a nice steady single. Walking it out. The walking it out was probably the hardest bit. So I'm trying to like keep it real short and sweet on the walkout to keep the weight, or to have the weight on my back for as little as possible. Here's a backup. That was a backup set that you've just seen. It was a set of 6 at nothing major, just 235, really light wrapped. And you see here we're wrapping the knees. We're going 3 round, then we're running a diagonal, and then another diagonal, and then through the middle. Oh no, sorry, across the top, through the middle, and then we've got the Iron Mine strap to kind of help us pull it through. We need to get this bit down. As you'll see, we wrap the second knee. Are you ready? We go 1 at the base, Eoghan Penzet. We got the base 1, 2, 3, and then we run a diagonal, another diagonal up. Oh, I lost it, shocking, round the top, through the middle, the wrap goes in, and then we play handsy, like footsie, but with your hands for a little bit, try to get the wrap in there. And then we have my last back off set of 235 now. These moved really, really well. I was happy. I was pushing the knees forward a little bit more. If you see, there's no real tip. I'm kind of keeping my chest up a little bit. There's a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of a hip movement, but nothing major. And I'm super duper happy with how this felt. I know it's only 235 and I could squat this in sleeves, but I was comfortable in them for that period of time, and I'm happy with that. Then we moved on to bench. I actually, before these back-offs, I hit a single at 170 kilos. And it was toes down. It moved really well. It was supposed to be at 8, but I'm going to call 7 on that. I didn't get any footage of it because I was messing about and completely forgot about it. I was just kind of being me and kind of joking, laughing, having some fun that squats were done. And then we moved on. We had 5 6s at 140 as back-offs. They moved really, really well. I'm not happy with the last rep here though. There's quite a lot of hip movement. I'm not happy with that. I need to be more stable. I need to be able to create more tension through my legs. This is my last set and I'm happy. This is definitely, I'm pretty sure 5 sets of 6 at 140 is definitely a PB for me. So I'm happy with these. Toes down, so it is a little bit different, but I'm still trying to kind of figure out what to do with those toes. This is my final set of 6.
There you go, holiday done. Ultraflex Rotherham Monday session out of the way. First full session in wraps today, and we were pretty shit at wrapping my knees, but it went okay. We hit a single at 700, then we have 5 6s backing off. Very light on the wraps at 235. Hang on, Java, I'll unlock it for you, Mosh. 1 sec. Can't have him waiting. Little princess is. Yeah, so we have 5 6s at 235 on old squat, followed by a single on bench. I actually only got back offs on bench at 140 for you. 170 single, toes down, because ABS Pro we can have the toes down. Moved really, really well. Happy with how it moved actually, and then just some assistance work. Now we're going to go eat, we're going to have some fun. We're probably going to, I don't know, depends what Owen's up, or maybe a little bit of sexual healing to finish the session, you know, recovery process and all that things. But yeah, we had a good session. Holiday to Rotherham is done. Vest on too, shit Java. Man's getting bigger and things. Hold tight. Boom. So, here we are, session 2 of 4 of the week. So today we got some deadlifts, but today I'm going to be sumoing. We got a single and then some back offs just like the squats yesterday. But I'm going to be sumoing because at this moment in time I'm actually carrying a little bit more body weight, and it actually compromises my conventional deadlift start position. So we're actually going to pull a little bit of sumo. 1, because it's been looking and feeling really good, and 2, because a little bit extra mass at the moment. And we want to be able to kind of hit the numbers that we're looking for and kind of maybe push the sumo a little bit and actually test the waters and see where it actually is. because the other week, as you will have seen in my previous vlog, it actually looks pretty fucking pretty, it looks pretty good. It felt really, really good. It felt really, really snappy. So we're going to see what we can do. Following that, we've got some very specific bench movement for me personally, which is a chest level pin press, followed by some belt squat. I don't have a belt squat here, so I think I'm going to change it up. I'm going to throw the leg press in instead. So just getting in the pre-workout. Had my meals, had a real good night's sleep last night. Had a couple of meals today, unlike yesterday where I'd only eaten a flapjack before I squatted yesterday. So we've got good quality sleep. I'm feeling fresh, I'm ready to train. Mentally feel very, very prepared. So let's go get session 2, see what we can do. I'll see you on the other side.
So here we go, session 2. We got deadlifts and we're pulling sumo as we just spoke about and the reasons why. Straight in, kind of 30 rep warm up, 40 rep warm up. This one for deadlifts. My warm up for deadlifts, especially sumos, is a little bit different to my squat or my conventional deadlifts. I get myself going. I get everything nice and loose with my bent over row, my RDLs to get the hammies in the back, firing a little bit overhead press, and then I kind of just work my hips in a little bit through the motion that I'm actually going to be performing, and then I do this little side to side jibber jabber thing because I don't know, it feels good. It seems to loosen me out a little bit, and then to really, really push the mobility for the sumo, I actually took 70 kilos on a bar, and I kind of just pull myself into position, a little bit of dancing at the start there, having fun in today's session. I was absolutely booming in this session. I'd had a load of caffeine, I'd eaten well. I was feeling ready to go. You see, I'm kind of forcing the knees out, and I kind of just pull myself in with a bar. So I'm actually using the weight to kind of force me into that position. I'm trying to force my chest up as high as I can. This is speeded up. I'm holding it for like 5 to 8 seconds every time. And I'm just releasing it. I do it a couple of times. And then what I'll do, I'll kind of force those knees back out. I'll stand at the top. I'll squeeze my glutes. And I'll kind of be in that top position also. So I'm getting used to both positions where the mobility really, really does matter. And then I just pull a couple in. I think I do 3 reps. 2 reps. He's done me there. And then here we go. We are third warm-up. We just went plate. So this is 160 because that's a 20 on the outside. It moved really, really well. I was happy with that. So then we throw another 25. I'm saying I can't see it. Another 20. Andy walks past the camera. Don't give a shit about the vlog. Adding another 20 on the outside. So this is 200 kilos. I was really, really happy with how this moved. I really pulled my hips towards the bar. My knees were out. I got the snap and the timing. Everything was perfect. Hook grip was feeling really, really strong this day too. And let's see how it moves. I was very, very happy with this. I remember how it moved. I thought today was going to be a good day for the top single. Timing there was bang on. I then hit 250, I think, and then I jumped to 270 as my final warm-up before I go 280. But I ruined 280, I think. I'm pretty sure it was a shocking rep. This one isn't brilliant either. Just when I got to top single this day, I was shit. I don't know why, but I fucking let it slip. Technicalities just weren't there. It's consistent, but it's not how I wanted it to move. Got the little head bob in there for no reason. Wasn't really locked out. Here's my 280, so this is my top single. It's consistent, it's smooth. The snap of the knee didn't really come, but I'm calling it RP8 there. If I was strapped in, I could have definitely tripled that. I would have probably cheated and let it hang in my fingers a little bit if the strap's on, as you can see I am doing right now. You'll see here we're actually going to change this the coming week. The snap here, me and Jim have spoke, and the snap of my knees is coming way too early, and it's actually ruining my hip extension. But I'm happy with how these moved. They felt really good. They felt really sharp. I was opening up my hips, and I actually felt really, really loose compared to that top single. And I'm happy that I kind of fine-tuned the little details as I pulled off. It's kind of a learning curve that I've kind of stepped into there, and I don't know, I'm happy with those back-offs. They moved well. Timing was poor, but we'll get that. You'll just seen there, I was talking rubbish again. I actually hit a 160 pin press for a single, and then here's a back-off set of 6. This should have been, by the way, 6 singles, but for some reason I cannot read a program, and I thought it was a set of 6. which was stupid of me. Oh no, this could have been right actually. I messed up some at one point. And then we don't have a belt squat at Graft House yet, so I did leg press instead. And I couldn't get enough weight on there for a set of 12. And then I completely, on this rep, are you ready? Everything went dizzy. I was seeing fucking stars and shit. So instead of hitting 12, I hit 10 reps at 468 kilos. Tell me about your recent leg press PB. Because that was fun. I got my best friend Sarah, the weightlifter, future Olympian, stuck on the top for an extra 68 kilos of body weight. But I'm happy with that session.
I can't hear what I'm saying right now, so who knows what I'm going to come out with. If. What could the question be? Ooh, long and thin, or short and thick? Quick.
Short and thick.
Ooh, Donald Trump or Barack Obama?
Barack Obama.
Theresa May or Stephen Gerrard?
Stephen Gerrard.
Susan Boyle or the Queen, but after she dies.
Oh, there we go. Session Session 2 done. We had sumo deadlift, as you just seen, pin press, as you just seen, and some crazy leg press, 468 kilos for 10 reps. It should have been 12 at 9, but literally rep 4 or 5 or something, Sarah was looking down on me and she was like, I just looked into her soul and I was just like, what the fuck? I was seeing stars, I was on another planet. I'm happy with the deadlifts though. Top single didn't move how I wanted it to, but it did at the same time. It was very smooth, it was very, very consistent, but I didn't tune in the finer details. But what I'm going to say is, today was a learning curve, because I learned when I moved to my back horse what the little finer details for me as a sumo puller actually are. I'm happy with the pin press because that 160 for a single at 8, 7.5, is technically a PB. I've never done any kind of heavy pin press or anything like that, and I'm happy with how the back horse moved. They were really, really comfortable too. Session 2 done. Felt really good. I'm feeling on it. 17 weeks out. We got plenty of time to load it all. At the moment, I'm eating plenty of food, but clean food, good meals. But yeah, session 2 done. What are you gonna see next? Are you ready? Session 3. Boom. 2. So here we are. Rest day today, so there's gonna be no lifting in this part. I'm going to show you what happens behind the scenes to keep a smile on this face when I'm not lifting weights, and kind of what I do on a day-to-day basis when I'm not lifting. So this morning I've had a couple of clients, and as you see now, I'm currently in the sauna getting a little bit of a sweat on before I jump in a contrast shower where I'm going to be running a minute as hot as I can, 30 seconds as cold as I can. I'm going to repeat that 3 to 5 times. Then I'm going to go grab some more food. I've got a couple more clients, and then today I get to see my son, so I'm going to go see my son for a few hours. He's just over 1, he's just turned 1. We're going to go do some crazy shit today. We'll probably take him to the park, put him in a swing him around for a little bit, keep him occupied so he doesn't drive his mama crazy. And then I got to come back. I'm going to come back to the gym tonight, so I'm going to help Sarah and Elle train. I'm going to try and make their session a little bit easier so they can be a little bit more productive, because that's what best friends are for, right? Yeah, so just, kind of showing you a little bit what's happening behind the scenes. So it's not just all lifting, and you actually get to see what my real life is like, not just what happens with me and the barbell. But yeah, I'm really excited to see my son today. I seen him the other day too. You'll see some. I'll put some footage of him on here. He's going crazy. He's nearly walking and stuff like that.
Here's the little man, Harry. We didn't go to the park today because it was raining like crazy. We just went out to the shops. We got some food, and then we just relaxed and played for a little bit. As you'll see, he gives you a big kiss there. He's playing in his tunnel. He loves this tunnel for some reason, and it gets him really excited. I speeded him up because he's even funnier when he's got a squeaky voice.
So that's rest day done. Fucking hell. Who's really choked today? Sorry, I just eating a chocolate bar. So that's my rest day done. I didn't show you as much as I wanted to, but I was busy when I went to see Harry and stuff. I was real busy. I got some real cute footage of him, which is nice. And then I just popped back to the gym. I had a client, and I went to see Sarah and Elle, and we just messed about, and those guys trained, and we had a laugh. And I sat and talked to my boss at work for a little bit. And then I just popped to the shop on the way home. I grabbed 12 Jaffa cakes, some cornflake clusters, and a bottle of zero sugar Fanta fruit tropical twist thing, whatever it's called. Just a little snack for tonight, because I feel a little bit, you know what, a little bit sweet tooth. Next week, we're going to take a look at my diet, see what I'm actually going to be doing leading up to the ABS Pro. But yeah, I'm going to snack on them. I'm going to go watch some stand-up comedy. I'm going to snack on them. I'm going to get some sleep in for my third session of the week tomorrow. Yeah, rest day done. Feeling good, feeling ready to go tomorrow. We got some 2-count pause squat, some 2-count pause deadlifts, and then a couple of accessory movements. And we got some new kit at the gym to show you as well. Wait and see. Are you ready? You'll see it in about 12 seconds. Boom. Session 3 of the week. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I need to get cracking, because today I got a 2-count pause squat, 2-count pause deadlift, followed by a couple of sets of 6 back-offs, then just some chest-supported row and stuff like that. But I'm ready to go. I'm feeling good today. Caffeine's flowing, new pre-workouts kicking in. We got some new squat stands at the gym too, which is going to make everything that little bit easier, so you'll see them in the video. But we're ready to go. 2-count pause squat. Let's see what happens. It's in sleeves too, so we're still building that real raw strength. Time to go.
So here they are, the new squat stands at Graft House from my best friends Sarah Davies and Jack Oliver, the weightlifting duo. I didn't get much footage in this session because I was busy trying to crack on and get it done, and I was really concentrating on loosening up my upper body so I could get in that rack. I hit a 275 top single, which is 2-count pause. I'm going to say RP7, and that's probably maybe overshooting it a little bit. I could have probably hit that for about 4 or 5 reps. This is my last set of back-offs, there's 6 at 235. They were steady away. I'm happy with this session, how it went. Deadlifts, I've not put any on because they were rubbish. They're supposed to be 2-count pause, and they were not. They were awful, awful, awful. So, this is the start of the final session of the week. Today we got a close grip single, slingshot single, standing military, and something else. We got some back-offs too, some singles. Just having my pre-workout tonight. 2 Jaffa cake, I ain't a Jaffa cake. 2 Snacker Jacks and a protein bar and my pre-workout. A couple of scoops of pre-workout today, but I'm really excited for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I might say I got 197.5 slingshot to come. You see that in around 40 seconds. I'm excited for this. Today's going to be a good day. I'm going to take it in the slingshot. I'm going to go have some fun with it. I'll see you on the other side. Boom, boom, bam. Talking about this is why I love training here, because look at this. Middle of the day, about 20 past 3, and there's nobody here. Just me, Owen, and the lady, and that's it. 3 of us, whole gym to ourselves, nobody getting in the way. We can do our thing, we can have some fun. Today's session was all about bench. Eating plenty of food again, got some really, really good sleep, had some caffeine. I was feeling on top of the world today. Training with the one and only Eorg Han. We've got a couple of variations in today's session. We got close grip, slingshot, some standing military, and then some pendlay row for the session. My bench warm-up is a little bit different to my squat and deadlift. I just kind of grabbed this band, which is, by the way, from Rappel Bullies. If you haven't checked out my main sponsors, head on over to their Instagram at Rappel Bullies, their Facebook, or the website to see what they are all about. You'll see I kind of do a few lat stretches to start off, and then I grab this band and I go through some tricep extensions to promote the blood flow around the elbow to try and avoid this tendonitis, which really dampens the speed off my chest. See here, I got some straight arm pull down. Try and get those lats firing, because what do the big benchers always say? If you ain't firing in your back, you ain't doing it right. So I'm really trying to get those firing, trying to get them warmed up nice and loose. A little bit of a pec minor stretch here as well. And if you notice, I'm wearing the one and only Andy Edwards Fitness Athlete Limited Edition jumper. Andy Edwards is my best friend, but he's also my nutritionist and controls everything I do eating wise, and he keeps me looking as hideous as I am. So then we move on. A few bicep curls, promote that blood flow around the elbow. Again, get a little bit of a pump on, do you know what I mean? Got to be looking fly all the time. Got to have that tight t-shirt game. Nah, joking. Just all about the promotion around the elbow, trying to avoid that tendonitis. Then you'll see we actually jump onto the bench. I move 10 reps with normal grip. So my normal grip is finger next to the thumb. I don't know what that finger's called on the ring. And then we go 10 close grip, and then I go boom, boom, bam, and I take my hands nice and wide right next to the collars just to kind of loosen out that pec minor, and then I do the stretch that I saw of Bryce Lewis again. Then I get under the bar. This is 120 close grip, moved really well. I was happy with that. Jump to 150. This is my last one before my top single. Boom. It wasn't as fast as I'd like, but it felt okay. This is 167. Solid, I'm going to say 8.5 there after watching that back. It wasn't as quick as I would have liked. And this is one of my singles in the slingshot. I didn't, for some reason. I've lost the 197.5 single. I actually posted it on my Instagram. So if you want to see my 197.5 single in the slanger, head over to my Instagram and check that out. That was L there, hitting some clean and jerk, that weightlifting jibber jabber that you've seen me doing the last few days.
There is week 1 done, building up to the ABS Pro in Ireland in August. First full sessions in wraps, first full sessions pulling sumo. I'm fucking happy with how the week has gone. Genuinely very good week of training. No injuries, no niggles, no nothing. Had to mix my week up, so I've actually trained today. Today is Sunday. I just been and hit a heavy squat single over at Ultraflex Rotherham in the knee wraps today, the start of week 2. If you haven't seen that, pop over to my Instagram and check that out. But all I want to say is, big thank you for tuning in and checking out this week's vlog. I'll see you the same time next Sunday for week 2, leading up to the ABS Pro, where we're gonna go get it. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Peace. Oh, and remember, kids, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain.